that mark I made on you was the last time I felt power that night. I did not want you to call me a delusional woman. I did not want you to tell me that each time I spoke my mind to a man and he appeared to agree, it was probably just because he wanted to fuck me. I did not want to feel small that night. I am so used to feeling small most nights.
I wouldn't say I'm an active feminist.
I don't know if I'd say I'm a feminist. I don't really know.
What do you think it is?
Female power.
Someone that believes in equality.
No.
Gender equality.
Yeah, but I believe in gender equality, but I'm not a feminist.
It's a mixed response. I think feminism definitely still has a long way to go in the way that it's perceived, because feminism's incredibly important, but people still have such an issue with the word feminism.
Strong women? Yeah, strong women. It's equal opportunities for men and women.
Females search for their own identity and a male search for their feminine side.
Equality between men and women.
Equal rights to health. I think equal with women and men.
People misunderstand it for it just being an uprising of women, but it's actually for both.
The belief that men and women should be equal in all ways.
A movement that tries to fight for women's rights.
One of our full-time officers decided to bring it in as a project to the Students' Union, she'd previously been the women's officer and was really, really passionate about bringing the march here after it had kind of stopped happening in Bristol for a number of years. You just have to look at Parliament to see that women are not represented. Look at universities and see where women and men are concentrated in different departments, particularly once you get to postgraduate level and professors. You have to look at the amount of women who end up taking responsibility for their children, whereas their partners go out to work, and also the way that affects divorce cases, where often you have men who don't even ask for custody of their children.
Bristol, unite! Reclaim the night! Most people recognise now that gender equality is something that we should be striving for. And they do recognise that women are not equal to men in this current society at all.
When I had first moved to Bristol, it was, I think I'd lived here for about 4 days, and I got beeped at in a car, and that happened generally, but it was the first time it happened in Bristol, and I just remember being so angry and disappointed about it.
I would say that was one of my favourite nights in Bristol so far, just to be kind of walking up Park Street, which is, what the epicentre of all those clubs and bars, and really reclaiming the streets as our own. So, saying things like, this is our street, and chanting and being with women, sisters, like holding hands with my friends, just like screaming at the top of our voices, like so unapologetically. It was so beautiful, like looking back at it now.
So I asked my friend if he'd mind taking me home. It wasn't that far. And on the way home, I fell in the street because I was so drunk. And he bent down and started kissing me. I let him. I didn't mind. And then he made me perform some of the most vile and degrading acts ever. And I couldn't stop it.
I think that mark I made on you was the last time I felt power that night.
In July, I ended up in the BRI for my most significant suicide attempt. And I lay in bed completely by myself because no one knew I was there. And a nurse came to see me. And that was the second and penultimate stage of becoming a rape victim. She asked me, what happened in your life that made you think you don't deserve to exist? I told her about this boy. And that was when I realised that what had happened was rape, and it wasn't just really bad sex.
I hate lad culture with a passion for, it's such it's so damaging to everyone involved in it, whether you see yourself as being a lad or whether you're someone affected by other people.
I think it's almost like a way of men being accepted. If you know what I mean. So I think lad culture is a way of being quite loud, quite brash. And I think that if they are a lad in general, that they feel more accepted amongst their peers.
If you're in a friend group that's obviously into lad culture and stuff, you sort of do get peer pressure into certain stuff. You would get sort of
verbally bullied.
Verbally bullied if you don't do certain things. Like, say, if you haven't lost your virginity or stuff like that.
If you don't go out with the lads because you have to go with your girlfriend, they'll call you whipped and stuff like that.
It divides men and women more than anything, and that sort of culture objectifies women as well.
This system, the society consistently pushes into you these ideas of what it means to be a woman, and that is extremely restricting.
No.
No.
Yeah?
In Bristol, no.
If there was like a group of men maybe around, or they were being quite loud and noisy, I'd feel probably a little bit wary, and I'd probably be a bit scared as well.
I feel considerably safer because I am a man. I feel there's far less danger of me being forced into a situation I don't want to be in because I'm a man.
I see it all the time, and it manifests itself in like all different kinds of people, and women are taught that, oh, that's just the way boys are, but they're not boys, they're men.
Women come and speak about their experiences at Reclaim the Night was a really, really big thing for me, particularly in seeing how eloquently these people were able to speak about their experiences, but also how the audience responded to them, like stomping their feet, clapping their hands, and like really, really embracing that atmosphere. And so I think we are starting to see a cultural shift in which people are kind of being able to reclaim the narratives of their own stories, and I think that's really, really important.
Feminism isn't just for women. I think the fact that the word feminism is feminine, people think it's for girls, but it's not. It's for men and women.
We are making massive progress, so it's important to focus on the little steps that we are making. I think a lot of the time it's a generational problem, so I think the next generation will probably be where true equality lies, but I mean, I'd like it to be tomorrow, but I don't know whether that was possible.